Need a bigger desk.
There we go.
Like?
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this evening's call. So it's just maybe a spontaneous or an impromptu Facebook Live from Lisa and I. And what we wanted to do for all you guys that are in to become part of the Dream Team group is over maybe the next 20 minutes. Some of you guys may have been connected into the group today. Maybe you've been in the group for a while, like, a week, a month, maybe a couple of months. What we wanted to do is just, we do this quite regularly, maybe once every couple of weeks. We just want to give you an insight into what it is that we're doing and what it is that maybe the person that connected you with this group is doing, and give you an insight and a bit of information so that after 20 minutes you can make an informed and an educated decision for you as to maybe whether or not this is something that you want to pursue. All we ask as we go through is you keep an open mind. And the reason being is that I suppose maybe a little over 3 years ago, Lisa and I found ourselves in a very difficult position. And we kept an open mind when we were presented with an opportunity about network marketing. And had we not, we wouldn't be where we are today. So we're very grateful for those people that shared the opportunity with us. And we're also blessed, and maybe it's the opportunistic in us, but we're blessed that we kept an open mind, that we listened, because had we have not, we wouldn't be here today. So what we're going to do over the next couple of minutes is just give you guys a little bit of an insight into who we are, who these two people are that you're looking at on a Facebook Live right now. So I'm Darren, this is Lisa. We created the Dream Team when we partnered with ARIIX a little over 18 months ago. But our story rather goes a little bit further back than that. So we got involved in network marketing in 2014. And we got involved not because we were interested in the industry per se, because we didn't actually know anything about the industry, but because we've been in a forced position where we lost our businesses in 2013. We got 2 children at the time. Harry was like 1.5. Jack was just a couple of months old. And we found ourselves in a place where we lost our businesses. We weren't able to pay our outgoings. We weren't able to pay our mortgage and barely able to put food on the time. So maybe you can relate to that. Maybe you've been there. Maybe you're currently there. It's definitely not a nice place to be. And we were looking for something for us because we had 2 choices. One was I go to work and I work morning to night to put food on the table and, let go of the opportunity to see my kids. Or the other opportunity was to go and get investment or income or money to set up a new business, which wasn't going to be possible. So in February 2014, one of Lisa's friends showed a business opportunity to us, and I'm going to let Lisa tell you a little bit about that now.
Yeah, so very similar to what's actually happening here right now. My first exposure to this industry was when a friend of mine knocked up to the house. She came in, she was all excited, telling me about this business that she could work from home. She's a singer, so she was out working nights all the time, but she needed to subsidize her income. And I thought, well, maybe I could do this. Is this something that I could do too, Claire? I said. And she said, yeah, absolutely. But she didn't know an awful lot about it at the time because she had only just joined herself. So she connected me into a situation very similar to what you're looking at right now. Someone who was much more experienced, had success in the business, and was able to give me a more in-depth information about what it is that the industry was about and what it could offer. At that point in time in our lives, we were struggling on a financial level, on a very serious level. We had lost our business, so debts were mounting. And I bet there's people on this call right now who can relate to this. You're struggling for cash. You're struggling to survive. You're struggling to feed yourself sometimes. Debts are mounting. Those bills are coming through the door. The phone is ringing with the private number. It can be a stressful time. So we looked at this as an opportunity whereby we could start making money with little or no investment. And that was important to us because we were in a situation where we could not get finance to open up a new business. And as Darren explained, it wasn't an option for him to go back to work at that particular time. So it fell at the right time. When we got started with that business, all we saw was the opportunity to start making some money and follow the tracks, follow the system that was in place. And to us, it was quite simple once we committed ourselves to understanding and learning. It was only a couple of weeks into us joining that business. We joined around the start of February, and come towards the end of February, Darren and I got a letter through the door. And that letter that came through the door was a repossession order on our home. We'd struggled to pay our mortgage for a number of years. The banks finally said, hey, listen, you're insolvent. You have no money coming in. You have no money to pay your mortgage. You can't live in your house anymore. The situation became very vital for us. The fight became real. We now were not just fighting to feed our family, but we were fighting to keep a roof over their head. We found within the next 12 weeks an avenue of which we could not only make money to come out of that situation, but we could make money to start to thrive again. We spent 17 great months with that business, and it was around the end of December 2015 where we stumbled across this company, and this is when our eyes were opened to what is actually possible in network marketing.
And I suppose, just to clarify what Lisa was talking about is that when we got started in network marketing, we didn't really see the potential for the bigger picture. What we seen was that we found a way to bring, a couple of £100, a couple of €100 into our household each and every single month to be able to pay the bills, to get our head a little bit above water and see the light, I suppose. We didn't see what was potential. We didn't see the bigger scale of what the industry was all about. So maybe you're looking at this right now and, it's your first experience or your first, video watching anything to do with network marketing. And maybe you don't understand what network marketing is about. Let me tell you now, and I know this because I've seen it happen so often and maybe you can relate. The way that we think that we need to operate, let's say, to create an income is changing every single day. So the time that, people give where they say, hey, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go to work and the hours that I put in, I'm going to get paid for. That sort of pay is going out the window nowadays. People are now being paid based on performance. And, how you know that is because when you go into a restaurant and you see waiters or waitresses, they're being paid a low wage. And then they're hoping that they're going to get tipped well based on performance. Or maybe you might look at something like when you go into McDonald's, say nowadays, if you go in, a lot of people are now ordering on the machines and not going to the till. So the need or the requirement for so many staff or the human being is been, depleted each and every single year. So people are now looking at an alternative way to create an income side by side with what they do each and every single day. And that's what network marketing provides. It's a business. So you can create an income, a plan B, which is going to give you an enhanced lifestyle, which is going to give you the opportunity to have an enhanced lifestyle and create an additional income stream for you and enabling you to up your lifestyle and therefore be able to maybe live a little bit less debt or a little bit more debt-free, have more holidays, have more choices, have a little bit more freedom. That's fundamentally what network marketing is about. And then the second part of what network marketing is about, maybe to give you guys an understanding, is that it's the ability for you to run your business from anywhere. So it doesn't matter what your background is, what your education is, where you're currently at in your career. Anybody can do this once they're committed to learning and developing the skills. Once they're in a position where they say, hey, I know I need and I deserve more in life, and I'm prepared to put in the work and develop myself. Network marketing is probably not a lot more than a personal development vehicle. So when you can become more, you can then give more value. And when you can provide more value, you can earn more income. And that's what network marketing is about. And try and think of maybe the career you're in right now or the job you're in right now, is that if you developed yourself more, how likely are you to go to your boss or, maybe the owner of the company that you work for and say, hey, I've just upskilled myself. Give me a 50% increase on what I earn. It's very unlikely in today's day. However, in network marketing, what you guys can do is you can develop the fundamental skills that you need in the industry to be successful. And then you can decide what income you're worth. You can decide where you go. And I suppose just, before Lisa talks a little bit about why us, I'll tell you a little bit about why ARIIX. So thousands of companies inside of the industry. And we had a look at so many different companies when, just before we partnered with ARIIX in 2015. And we looked at different things like product selections. We looked at owners of companies. We looked at compensation plans, which is how we're rewarded. We looked at so many different companies. And the reason that we chose ARIIX were twofold. One was their vision. So they wanted to be disruptive by design, which is what you see on Lisa's t-shirt. So basically, so many companies in the industry, thousands, as I said, and they all look similar or they all do similar things. ARIIX wanted to be that company that disrupted the industry by design, that were different, the Uber of the transport world, the Airbnb of the accommodation world, you know, the TripAdvisor of the holiday world. That's what ARIIX wanted to be in network marketing. So that was the first thing we seen. They were going to be different and they were going to be a pioneer in the industry. The second thing that we seen was the brand strategy was second to none. It was like no other. So many companies have these so they have one brand and every product is named after that particular company. And then it goes from being new and exciting to being mature and being overrated and then becoming maybe saturated in a marketplace. So ARIIX have 6 unique different brands, and those brands allow us to market them individually. And if one brand becomes mature or saturated in the marketplace, they have 5 other brands, but they're always constantly developing the 6 brands. And that meant that, you know, you didn't have to be a company that appealed to everybody under the one umbrella, because each brand can appeal to different niches or different niches. And that gives you the opportunity to be able to position yourself in front of every different kind of person. And that was the second reason why we chose ARIIX. And now Lisa's just going to give you guys a little bit of an insight into, you know, why us, why the dream team.
Absolutely. Well, I suppose when you're looking at a network marketing company, there's 3 fundamentals that you should really look at. You should look at the products. You know, are they products that you can work with? Will you enjoy using them? Will you enjoy recommending them? We've got a great brand strategy, as Darren explained, so that kind of covers that off, especially when we were looking, that was the main thing. The second thing is the type of company you're joining. You know, what type of company are they? Who are they? And the third is the people. What type of people are you joining? So what the dream team in particular has that's very, very unique is that Darren and I both work together as a couple, as a family. So we brand ourselves as such. So we are 2 unique minds that work together and can offer different skills, different strategies, different approaches, but we also work individually too. So I'm a mother of 3 young boys. I stay at home. I look after my children from at home. And I find that many women out there want to do what I do. They have the ability to be in the corporate world. They have the education to be a professional. They have the ambition to be independent and to provide for their children, but they don't have a vehicle of which they want to use to follow to be all those things in the world, as well as be the number one thing, which is be a mother. So I find that I tend to attract women like that I can help them. I work well with them. We work well as a team together. And Darren equally has his individuality, his niche that, you know, men look on and they think, hey, I can do that too. Darren's a man that drops his children to school or to creche every single morning, collects them in the afternoon. Many men would love to do that, but historically, the social niche tells us that men should go off to work and women stay at home. But the norm is changing. We are disrupting that, not only as a company, not only as an industry, but as people within that industry. We are a couple that live together, we work together. That might sound a bit crazy because sometimes I'm sure I want to strangle them, but we get on great. And it works. So we have a huge dynamic within the dream team with so many different types of people, of energies, of excitement, and it all gets brought together. Both in the Irish market, we have a big presence in the UK market, in the Italian market, and we're starting to build now in Australia and beyond as well. So there's huge opportunity within the dream team to be coached and mentored by people who have experience in the industry, who have first-hand results. I mean, behind here is just a touch of some of the accolades that we and our team have achieved over the last 18 months within this company. So there is a very important question that should always be answered when you're going looking for something. You know, is the person that's going to teach me to do what I want to achieve, have they already achieved that themselves? Do they have the quality and the credibility to be able to do that? Inside the dream team, you not only have us, but you have equally have other amazing people inside of this team that are achieving the same, that are on the same journey, and that have the same credentials as we do. So we are definitely the team to be with at the right time, right company, right product.
And let me just tell you about why now. So I suppose just as we close out this call, we're about 15 minutes in right now. We want to keep it less than 20 minutes because we appreciate the value that you guys have on your time. But why now is important because, as Lisa talked about, maybe the credentials that we have as a dream team, and let me just give you a little bit of statistics for some of you on the call that this will be important too, is that we've helped over 600 people get started with ARIIX in the last 18 months. We've helped 6 people achieve a position called officer, and that may mean nothing to you, but that position holds an average income of over £78,000 Great British pounds each and every single year. We've helped over 154 people hit team lead. The average team lead makes about £50 a week. So you've got two spectrums of the scale, anything from like £50 a week to £1,500 a week. And we've helped people achieve those positions and everything in between. So that will give you an idea as to why now, because right now, as we enter the second half of 2017, Lisa and I and many people inside of the Dream Team find ourselves in a position where we're ready to bring in the class of the second half of 2017. We're ready to bring in the next round of people and help them create success by focusing with them, by supporting them, by mentoring them, by coaching them, by being there and showing them the skills that they need to develop. And let me tell you one thing is, when you understand what network marketing is, some move fast and some move slow. But when you understand what residual income is, whether you achieve it in 3 months or it takes you 3 years, think about this. You can set yourself free when you develop the skills and then you execute on them. And that's what we're going to help you guys to do. So why now is important, because if not now, when? And that's the real question that I have for you guys. Is, you know, we found ourselves in a difficult position a little over 3 years ago. And the reality of it is you're in your bubble. So unless you decide to pop that bubble and step out and change it, it ain't going to change itself. So you've got to make that decision. And right now you've been presented with the potential opportunity for you to change your life, for you to take a new direction and create a new lifestyle. And whether you do or you don't is entirely down to you. And whether you create success or your failure is entirely down to you. All we can do is give you the tracks to run on and support you. For those of you that are ready to get started right now, we're ready to link arms with you. We're ready to help you, guide you, support you, mentor you to create success. We're ready to walk the walk with you. And we've got tracks in place to help you do each and every single thing as we talked about. And for maybe those of you that are not so sure or maybe have a couple of questions, if you've got specific questions, all I will say to you is get those questions answered by either reaching out to Lisa or I, going back to the person that asked you to watch this 20-minute link, or just, you know, popping a comment underneath and maybe Lisa and I can reply and answer that comment for you. And then maybe there's some who's always in here that are just like, hey, that isn't for me. And you know what? We entirely respect people, because, you know, not everybody wants to be a hairdresser. Not everybody wants to be an electrician. Not everybody wants to be a doctor. Therefore, not everybody's going to want to be a network marketer. It's for everybody, but everybody's not for it. And we entirely get that. So, you know, for people that are ready to get started now is a great time, because summer's here. You know, you got long days. You know, people are now looking at this network marketing industry as a career, as a profession, as a should. And now they're starting to create full-time incomes and set themselves free. You know, we're testament to it. 3 years ago, you wouldn't, you know, we could barely put food on the table. And now we're in a position where we're privileged, we're honored, we're humbled to be able to be in such a position to help so many other people. So, you know, I think Lisa maybe wants to close out and maybe give a little giveaway to somebody that's ready to get started right now. And maybe like we did the other week. And, you know, from there, I just want to thank you guys for being with us for the last 18 minutes, and I hope that we provided some value for you.
Absolutely. So last week we do these calls all the time, but particularly last week we did a call and we had huge success off the back of it, because what we did was we offered one person an opportunity to win a kickstart in their business. If you get started this evening, you've decided, hey, this is for me. No point in waiting around, no time like the present, I'm ready to get started. You get back to the person who added you to this call or invited you to have a look at this call, whether it be myself, Darren, or anybody within the Dream Team. And you say, hey, I'm ready to get started. They will get you signed up. As soon as the confirmation email is sent, Darren and I, by 11 o'clock tonight, will pick one person whom we will help get their business off the ground by placing an order underneath your business, which allows volume immediately from the day you start to flow up through your business. It's a confidence booster. It's a bit of a proof that, you know, we've got your back. We are here as that support. And it's a great way for anyone to get started, to feel like they're getting recognized or achieve something before they even started. So if that's you, if you're ready to get started tonight, get going. We'll get the email. Your upline will let us know that you've signed. and we will pick somebody by 11 o'clock and pop it underneath here, and we'll place an order underneath you to get started. So no better way to do that than right now. So from myself and Darren, we'd like to thank you so much for listening into this call. It's been an absolute pleasure. We love doing this. We get excited about the influx of new people that join off the back of these calls. There's lots more to come. The summer is long. We've got lots of exciting things coming over the next 6 weeks. We hope that you can join us within all of that. For those of you that can't, keep an eye, and we look forward to working with a lot of you really soon.
Thank you, and catch you soon.